Hello. Well, a few weeks ago I bought the Sony DSC HX99 camera and I did a unboxing video, and I'm back to report on how I'm getting along with it. This is Sumax hard case shell I got off Amazon for about 20 bucks. Excellent, fits perfectly in there, nice and snug. Anyway, I bought the DSC HX99 to replace this guy, which is the HX55. They're very similar in size, but the HX99 is definitely smaller, significantly smaller. It's thinner too. The grip on the right hand side is much reduced, but to be honest, I still find it usable. I'd like it a little bigger, but I find it usable. Despite its small size, the visible screen area is even larger on the HX99. And in fact, you can flip it up, so that if you're into taking videos of yourself, like I am, on a GoPro, you can do it with this and see yourself. There's a pop-up viewfinder. I don't use it much myself because I like to use the on-screen display, which I've got set to maximum brightness. The lens is a Zeiss, whereas the HX50 was a Sony. But this lens is lovely. It's pin sharp till you get right out to the outer reaches of the 30 times optical zoom, which you can double to 60 using the digital clear zoom. But of course you're going to need a tripod for that. And of course this comes equipped with a little tripod mount. In fact, while we're there, there's an HDMI output. There's also a micro USB hidden under this little hatch here. You can use that for transferring photos to a computer. And the micro USB card lives in a tiny slot just there. The batteries, by the way, are the same as for the HX50, so I can take full advantage of the about 6 that I have. The SD card I'm using is a SanDisk Ultra, 128 gigabytes, class 10, and I found it excellent for everything I've tried to record and film with it. One thing I do find with the diminutive size of the camera is that the control wheel is extremely small. You know, it's only about 2/3 of the size of the HX50. And whereas I could use that one with my thumb, I really have to use my thumbnail. So you're going to use that for navigating through the interface. There are numerous menus and sub-menus on which you can adjust all the controls, preferences, settings. And on the subject of the control wheel, this one works okay, but I have a couple of others with the same camera, which are very old, which are in various states of disassembly, where I've been scavenging parts to keep this one going. And finally, this one's developed a big black dot which appears on all images you shoot, so there's dust on the chip, and my expertise doesn't quite run to pulling it apart that far. Anyway, back to the HX99. You will hear it said that it's not the best performer in low light conditions, and I'd have to agree. If you go out at dusk or on an extremely dark day and you're among the trees, it can get a little grainy, but look at the size of it. I think you probably got to expect a little of that. I think its overall portability, ease of use and powerful zoom more than make up for any minor shortfalls. I've got an HX10 which I take out on days where I want a little more versatility and I don't mind carrying a bigger bag, but this one is my daily slip in my inside coat pocket camera, and I heartily recommend it. Excuse the cap, I'm still suffering from the after effects of a little bit of head surgery and it's not very pretty.